all of that kind of stuff. It really is an art form. It's just my medium is people. My name is Lexanne Rosser, and I am a self-taught makeup artist. When I first started off doing freelance, it was scary. I could do a job, and that's not gonna pay my rent. But the days of wondering when the next job was coming are behind me. I've been doing makeup for almost 4 years. I like being a makeup artist because it's creative, it doesn't feel like work, and I'm always learning new things. Hi. I love makeup because it's so transformative. When I choose a makeup brand, I definitely look for quality, like pigmentation, color payoff, and price. Kiss New York Professional definitely has the qualities of an expensive makeup brand without having that price tag. I love, after I've finished doing someone's makeup, seeing their reaction. I feel great being able to empower someone or make someone feel more confident. Kiss New York Professional is very versatile. You know, I can have it in my kit, but you could also have it in your purse. I don't think you need to be a makeup artist to use it. It feels great to be constantly working and creating. Be your own pro.
As an entrepreneur, it's really important for me to feel my best. Makeup is a really good tool for doing that. It allows me to feel confident. Today, I'm super excited to be hosting a tasting for a new menu. I'm Sarah Ashley Shire. I'm a chef and the founder of Salt House Market. Salt House Market is a brand that I started when I designed aprons, and then I felt really inspired to create something bigger with it. I would work 24 hours a day. I loved it, so it just didn't feel like work. I really did not know what I was doing. I tried a couple of different jobs and I fell in love with cooking, but I didn't know what I could do with that in terms of a career. So I moved to New York and I did a pop-up restaurant. That was when I got my first taste of like professional kitchen. By the end of the day, you can't even stand up, you're so exhausted. But it was just the most amazing feeling. It's really not complicated. Everybody can do this. You just have to have the desire to do it. When I'm planning a menu, I typically get one ingredient or a color that I feel inspired by, and then I build on top of that. This is like a beautiful coral. It kind of reminds me of tuna poke. I think it'll be perfect for tonight's event. Wearing a colorful lipstick makes me feel like I'm ready to take on the world. It's definitely a confidence booster, and it's just fun. I would have never known in a million years that having a little food blog was gonna lead me here, but it did. My days now are still pretty intense. I can be cooking all day and then have to run out to a meeting and then have to pop to an event. Lipstick just saves the day. There's like moments that you have where you feel this magnetic feeling towards something. Just stay close to that. Dive in, believe in yourself. We only have one life, so just go for it. Be your own pro.
Hi, I'm Grace, and I'm a TV host and producer based in New York. My job requires me to stand in front of the camera, so it's important for me to look flawless and professional at all times. There are definitely some tips and tricks to my look, which I'll be sharing with you today. These tips work for passport pictures, graduation photos, interviews, selfies, you name it. So, are you ready to go from bare face to camera ready? To start off, pick up your favorite eye crayon in a neutral shade and dab it all over the lid as a base, blending it well with your finger. Then, find a matching shade of shimmery eyeshadow to layer on top. I'm using a glittery rose shade from my go-to shadow palette for today's look. Now before we move on, let's fake a light reflection using a brow highlighter on the brow bone. This will give more volume to the brows, which means more depth for your eyes. Going back to the shadow palette, find a light beige with a matte texture and powder it over the highlighted area to blend. Are we ready to move on to do some serious brow construction? Using the triangular end of your brow pencil, line your brows. Brows are the frame of the face, so take your time doing this. Then, using a brow powder in a shade close to your natural hair color, fill in any sparse areas. Don't forget to sharpen your arch too. For some added allure, use your felt tip eyeliner across your lash line and be sure to wing out the edges. And of course, the final step for any eye makeup is always the lashes. Using your favorite mascara, give those lashes a nice curl, and while looking down, sweep several coats of mascara to add volume. When you're done, take a moment to admire your beautiful lashes. Now that we've mastered the eyes, it's time for contouring. Begin with a powder that's 2 shades darker than your skin tone, sweeping it across the edges of your face in areas like your jawline, cheekbone, and hairline. Highlight the areas where light would naturally hit using a shimmery powder that's just a tad lighter than your natural skin tone. Blend the edges with a brush using a light hand motion. For lips, pick a product that'll give a nice, healthy tint to your pout. For warmer skin tones like mine, richer berry shades really complement my overall skin tone and make my face appear more alive. Blot your lips with a tissue to make sure there's no residue left behind. For the final touch, apply some shiny purple lip gloss on top right before jumping in front of the camera for that extra shine. All done and ready for my close-up. For me, makeup is about enhancing my face to look natural and well-balanced. Study the different angles of your face to discover your own beauty, and don't forget to smile for the camera. Be your own pro.
Hey, I'm Mitzi, and I'm an illustrator currently working in New York City. As an artist, I'm always drawn to the peculiarities in people's faces, and I seek to capture that in my art. Today, I'm going to walk you through some highlights from my everyday makeup routine. Nothing too crazy, but enough to show off my freckles and the real me. For this look, we'll jump right in with the eyes. Use a gel pencil eyeliner to fill in the spaces between your lashes, and then trace a thick line along your upper lash lines. Since we're skipping over the eyeshadow, add some definition by going over the line again with your black ink liner, winging out the end for some extra flair. And now to really make your eyes sparkle, always remember to curl your lashes with mascara. Here, I'm applying a generous coat to give each individual lash some volume and love. Time to draw my brows. If you have sparse brows like I do, it's important to fill in the gaps by drawing out the hair with a fine precision brow pencil, like the one I'm using. Yes, there is such a thing as a magic wand for brows. Once you're done filling everything in, use a clear gel brow mascara to set your brow hairs in place. As I'm sure you've noticed by now, I have a lot of freckles, and to accentuate them, I'm going to add some tone to my cheeks with a nice pink blush. There are many makeup tutorials out there that teach you how to conceal freckles, but I'm all about embracing them. And now for the cherry on top. To get lips that stay bold and bright throughout the day, start with a red lip liner and blend it in with your finger. Next, apply a matte lipstick to blend with the red lip liner base. I like to use this coral red lipstick because it glides on creamy but dries perfectly matte. To set the color and get a nice gradation, blend, pat, and press your lips together. Now let's give it a test. Grab your favorite drink, take a sip, and voila! No lipstick left behind. A smudge-proof red lip at last. And there, my favorite look is complete. I always want to be the best me, and that means embracing all the unique things about myself. And I hope the tips I gave you today help you find your own way to be beautiful too. And remember, when you're in a hurry or don't want to bother with caking on layers of makeup, lipstick can be just that pop of color you need. Be your own pro.